A warm welcome to one and all to JAXCRICTV, and we are back with a brand new episode for JAXCRIC News. And before we get more into details, I would like to thank our sponsors for this video, Hallmark Group, providing you 20 years of service excellence with passion. It's a combination of 13 different companies which provide you 4 services like product development, e-commerce, consulting, and IT staffing. And they do have 6 products, 1500 plus workforce, and more than 60 million plus revenue. And if you are looking for any of those services, please go into the description section and get their details. Our next sponsor is Telugu Association of North America. TANA addresses social, cultural, and educational needs of North American Telugu community in particular, and Telugu people in general. And if you want to join the cause, please go to their website and click on Donate Now, or if you want to volunteer, you can click on Volunteer button. All the details will be provided in the description section. Our next sponsor is Sanjeev Tegulla, who's a realtor. So if you are looking to buy or sell your home, just call Sanjeev Tegulla today for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or even just looking for a new home. And Sanjeev will also be giving $300 to the winning team of this tournament. So without much ado, let's move on to see what happened in the week number 8, which is our semi-finals week. And our top 4 teams are Chillers, 22, Oceans 11, and Outsiders. And we got to witness 2 fun-filled, exciting games, which was 22 versus Chillers and Oceans 11 versus Outsiders. Let's take a look at our first game, which is Chillers versus 22. Chillers won the toss and they elected to bat first. So Chillers, as we have seen throughout the tournament, they had a very good and steady start. As we can see, the top 4 batsmen got good starts, but they were not able to convert into a big score. And the batsmen following them didn't have good scores. That's the reason they were just able to score 78 runs in their allocated 20 overs with the loss of 8 wickets. When we take a look at bowling card for 22, the standout performer there was Venkat Reddy Madireddy, who bowled 4 overs, gave just 12 runs and took 2 wickets. Anil, he was able to take 2 wickets as well, but he was a little bit on the costlier side because of the extras. And remaining all bowlers did a phenomenal job and they took 1 wicket apiece. Because of that, they were able to stop Chillers for 78. And 22 came in to bat. Even though it was a low target, but the stakes were really high because this is a semi-finals. 22 didn't get the start they wanted because they lost their first 3 wickets for low scores. And then Leela Krishna Vasishta came in and gave some resistance in the middle and scored 11, as well as Anil, Rakesh and Venkat Reddy. After that, there was not much to talk about, and because of that, they were just able to score 64 in their allocated 20 overs for the loss of 9 wickets. And now when we take a look at the bowling card for Chillers, they came with a plan. They just had 5 bowlers and there was no room for error as they have to defend a low score of 78, which they did perfectly. Murli and Arun took 2 wickets each, followed by Shivashankar Kempaiah, he took 1 wicket, and Narendra Singh, he didn't get a wicket, but he still bowled like 4 overs and just gave 13 runs. Now how is that? And the star performer in their bowling line was Amit Venkatesh, who bowled 4 overs, gave 13 runs and took 3 wickets with an economy of 3.25. So the best part about what I see in Chillers bowling is nobody has gone over 4 runs per over. And those numbers were the reason why they won this match with 14 runs to spare in a low scoring match. When we take a look at the charts, you can clearly see that the blue line, which is Chillers, is always on the top, whereas 22 throughout the game they were trying to catch the blue worm, but only changes that I see between both blue and orange worm is there are a lot of dots in between, so they lost a lot of wickets at frequent intervals. So that's the reason they were not able to achieve the target. For his all-round performance in bowling and batting, Amit Venkatesh is man of the match.
Okay guys, today we have a wonderful game between Chillers and 22 balls, and today is a power pack game. I really congratulate both the teams, they played well, and today Chillers being the better side, they won the match with a good run rate. And I want to, the man of the match goes to Sridhar.
Amit.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Amit.
That's okay. They're making fun. Guys, keep focusing. We are doing it.
Moving on to our next match, which was Oceans 11 versus Outsiders. Oceans 11 won the toss and they elected to bowl first. Outsiders got a very good start with Shashank and Chandrasekhar scoring 14 each and then Sandeep Prasad scoring 25. But after that they lost some quick wickets, but then Murli was able to come in and steady the innings and he scored 11 in the middle, but there was not much support from the lower order batsmen except for Suresh. He came and showed some resistance and scored 10 runs. And looking at the bowling card, there is nothing more to say. This was a semi-final match and it demanded some good performance. And haven't Jignesh delivered at that? He bowled 3.4 overs, gave just 17 runs and took 6 wickets. 6 wickets. That's phenomenal. And yes, Bhaumik bowled 4 overs, bowled a maiden in that and gave 14 runs, took 4 wickets and his economy was 3.50. So that's awesome too. And rest of the bowlers did their job perfectly and nobody went above 6 runs per over, and that's the reason they were able to get outsiders all out in 18.4 overs for a score of 91. When Oceans 11 came back to batting, they didn't have great start. They lost 2 quick wickets, but then Pinak, as usual, as he has been doing throughout this tournament, came in and scored a steady 32 runs. And down the line, Hirak Desai and Rikesh Patel, they came and scored 17 each, which sealed the deal for Oceans 11. When we take a look at outsiders bowling card, everybody bowled good, but because they didn't have many runs to defend, all Oceans 11 had to do is bat sensibly and keep scoring 6 runs per over, because of which they were able to reach their target in 16.3 overs with just losing 5 wickets. When you take a look at the worm, it has been an exciting match. Both the teams were never out of the game. They were always chasing each other and they were able to catch each other. Just at the end, Oceans 11, they had good partnership and they won the game. And for his excellent performance of taking 6 wickets, Jignesh Patel was man of the match.
Final, first semi-final, Ocean 11 versus outsiders. Ocean 11 won the toss and they chose to bowl, and outsider 91-10, and Jignesh got 6 wickets and he set 1. 16.3 over. Pinak scored like 32. Good job, man of the match, Jiggy.
Now that we have seen the scorecards and the match details, let's move on to see some stats for this week. Pinak, for his excellent match-saving inning of 32 runs, he is on the top in batting for this week, followed by Sandeep Prasad and Muralidharan BB. And when we take a look at bowling, Jignesh Patel, for his excellent 6 wickets, is on the top, followed by Amit Venkatesh, Arun Chillers. And overall weekly rankings, Jignesh Patel is still leading the way with 268 points, followed by Amit Venkatesh and Bhaumik Tandel. Now moving on to overall rankings. In batting, Pinak is leading the way with 206 runs, followed by Benil VS, Sandeep Prasad, Saminathan Muralidharan and Rakesh Aitraju. In bowling, Rajkumar Chelladurai is way far ahead with 21 wickets, followed by Sri Ediga, Muralidharan VB, Rajesh Dampetti and Chaitanya Dani. Now let's take a look at fielding stats. Ram Kishore Chakrapani leading the way with 25 points, followed by Vikram Yellandu, Jagdish Tirumalasetti, Sri Ediga, Rakesh Aitraju, Vijay Reddy Gangam, Bala Govi, Bhaumik Tandel and Abhishek Yadru. In our most valuable player rankings, Jagdish Tirumalasetti is leading the way with 1061 points, followed by Chandrasekhar Mandali, Arun Chillers, Rajendra Munde and Sri Ediga. So I would like to congratulate Chillers and Oceans 11 for making it into the finals. So this Saturday, 27th March at 10 AM, we will witness the final at San Jose ground. Mavi Productions will be there. Hopefully, you guys also will be there to support your own team and the team you like. And finally, after so many weeks, we will able to know who will win this edition of FCA's Championship Series T20 Cup Spring 2021. So that's all we have for this episode of JAXCRICTV's Weekend Update. And next week we'll come back with another episode which will be our grand finale, where we will be able to know who was the winner if weather permits, and we will also show the presentation ceremony at the end of the match. So stay tuned for more updates, and if you like this video, please show your support by subscribing and liking the video and sharing it with your loved ones.